Howdy y'all, and welcome to episode 10, I think it is, the big double digits. Um, Lots been going on. I actually had another episode kind of together talking about some of the updates in the direwolf 20 pack. Don't know what happened to the recording when I went and looked at it. Everything was completely screwed up, so not sure what happened. Did some setting changes, and I think it's working now. So hopefully, when I go back and look at this one, it's not all messed up. But some of the changes that came out with the direwolf 20 pack is, one, they updated the mods, and the good news with the updating the mods is the first thing, since I'm completely pathetic with these bees, is I went over and tried the Vis bee and got it on the very first try. Then I went and made the Pure Bee and got that on the very first try. And then I messed around and got the Node Bee and the Flux Bee, which I don't think I really want to use, but I do have it. And so I have all of the Vis bees. I definitely wanted the Pure, because it has a not an effect, but instead of flowers, it has on there a Purified Node. So it needs a node nearby, and if there's any flux in that node, it pulls it out. So let me run over there real quick, and we'll take a look. So our Pure Bee, they just mated. So let me let them do their thing real quick. Let's make love. Okay, we got that. So take a look at the Pure Bee real quick, and you'll see it has one called Purified Node for flowers. No effect, but it has Purified Node. So if we go over and we look at our chest everything dumps into, you'll see all these little crystallized aura aspects. And what each one of these is a Thaumcraft aspect, but it's just one single type. It's not like anything else where it's got multiple aspects on it. It's just one aspect. Now I think you can just use them. I can see some pretty good uses for this, like when you have an item that has some bizarre 3 or 4 number on it, and you're just not going to get up to where you can store it in a jar or into a vial because it requires 8 of an aspect. You can just top it off maybe with one of these, or you can take 8 of these around a vial, and it'll make one of the 8, a full 8 vial. So that's pretty cool. And I also have the Vis running over here. Since I have those now, I stopped the radioactive bees. They're not running. Still running the stain, just so I have plenty of ink sacs for Mistcraft. I did go and delete all of my Mistcraft ages, all of them, even the ones that we were screwing around with making. A little advice on that: if you're going to do that, get rid of all your age books from the world. Get rid of all of them. Just especially the ones that are on stands. If you have any that are on stands, get rid of them. I missed one, and when I went to go and try to pull it off the stand, it crashed the game. And so finally I had to come back and actually break it and destroy it. So that's just a heads up that if you do go and delete all your Mistcraft ages, don't try to open the book. Just destroy it if you miss one. It's not so bad if they're in a chest. You can just delete them. Just don't use them. Just don't use those books, and you should be okay. Now, I don't know if anybody knows bees better than I do. I'm sure there's people out there. I'm pretty good at getting them bred, but I don't know too much about them. I know I wanted that Purified Node effect because it was supposed to clean the aura. But as you can see here, if you look down at the lower left where it has the A, which is the aura, and flux. And the flux, these two bees have been running. They ran all day yesterday, and I don't see any change. So I don't, and it actually uses like every once in a while you'll see the aura drop, and I think that's from the bees. And so I think they're just perpetuating the flux. So I'm wondering if maybe I need to make a bunch of those crystals around here to top it off. I don't know. So that's something else I'm going to try to do. I'm doing kind of a test at another location with a few crystals, but I don't know how many I would need to counterbalance that effect. So like I said, there was a lot of well, not a lot of updates. Thaumcraft added 2 new items to the research. I did go through and see if there. Well, no, I'm sorry, 3 I think. I don't know if the other one's new. You have a thaumium grafter, which is pretty much the same thing as the normal grafter, but it uses 2 thaumium instead of 2 sticks and a was it a bronze? And a thaumium scoop. And they're pretty much the same items as the other ones, except they're a little bit more durable, and you can enchant with repairing. So pretty much you'd have a limitless scooper and grafter. It would just use the aura to repair itself. And it added, I think this is new because I was pretty sure I'd done all the research, temporal frames. And I think it extends their lives. Significantly, it says. And will produce flux now and again. So I have not messed around with any of the Thaumcraft frames because honestly, this is my breeding alveary right here. As you can see, there's 3. The ones with the green cross are mutators. Load these up with uranium. This one is just because I don't usually put all the genetic traits that I want on them till later. So this one has a light and a rain shield, so they'll work at night and in the rain. And then these are frame machines, and they have chocolate frames. So with the mutators and the chocolate frames shorten their lives significantly. So if I get a bee with a shorter life, and I got those frames in there, I mean, it takes seconds, just boom, and I got a new bee. And I don't really see the need with this kind of, I guess if you were still in the apiary stage where you're using the little ones, maybe you might want to use those frames, because the soul frames, I don't think they're as good as like this setup right here. I mean, they work. I got the flux bee with the soul frames, but it wasn't as good as this one. Now, one tip when you are breeding, and if you have the ability to have these sort of machines right here, and you have a bee that has low fertility, these are pretty good because I've got them maxed out. When you have a bee with low fertility, try to get the serum for maximum fertility, and then load your mating pairs with that, and what you'll get is a much better chance of getting the mutation that you want. Because if it says like just 1 times, it's only going to have 1 kid. So when it comes out, that's the only thing you have to use for further breeding. Whereas if you have maximum, it's going to pop out the queen and then 4, and so it's going to give you 4 separate drones with different mutations on it, and hopefully one of them has a trait that you want. So always try to go for maximum fertility if you've got it. That's probably my most used serum, is the maximum fertility, because anytime I start to do pairs, even if they're straight out of a hive, I put maximum fertility on it just to make sure that I'm going to get a better chance at the bee I want. Now, some of the changes that I've noticed, I don't remember the advanced electric jetpack at all. I don't know if that's new. When I looked yesterday, I updated my texture pack. This is Faithful 32. This was pink, and this was all pink, which to me tells me, because I didn't have any pink items before, so that tells me that these were new. So they kind of have a different graphic. You can see right here, kind of looks like a graviton suit jetpack thing. And it's got 10,000, or is that a million? What is that? Yeah, a million EU. So I don't know if it goes higher or what. Probably try to make one of those, see how, if it does anything different. And also the Gravitool. And from the looks of it, it does pretty much the tree tap, hoe, and wrench all together. I just use the Omni tool or the crescent wrench. So I don't know. It does hold more EU than the other stuff, so I don't know. That might be something nice to have if you're just running industrial craft. Some other things that are new is the mechanical pig. Looks like VSWE put in a 4 raw pork chops, but it just looks like it's a haul. Is it any better than the? Well, it's lower than the standard haul. I don't know what it's going to look like. That might be something I mess around with just to see what that looks like. And creative engine, I don't know what that is. That may just be for creative. And there are some new items in these void capsules, but I don't know how to make those. I can't find them anywhere to figure out how to make those. There was a wand that I thought was new called the Rod of Nine Hells, but apparently that's creative only, which is too bad because it sounds, if you go look it up on the FTB wiki, Rod of the Nine Hells, it does things with like fire bats. I don't remember the specifics, but it looks pretty funny. Like it launches fire bats. What else did they add? Oh, Zycraft. All the Zycraft. Well, not all, but the things that if you watch the Forgecraft stuff either on Twitch, like JadaCat, Morvy, direwolf, those guys, they've been using this stuff for a while now. The glass viewer, the tanks, the fabricator, all that is in now. So that's kind of cool. I did kind of I made one fabricator so far just to mess with it, and they are pretty cool. They're just kind of, to be honest, I don't have a use for them right now, just because for me, if I want a recipe to autocraft, I can just shift and hit that and it'll fill this if I have the items in my inventory. The benefit to this one is I can just pick a recipe and shift it, and it'll put it right in there, and I don't need the items. And then once you load the items, or let's say I had a chest right here, it would just pull right out of there and make it. So there's some ideas I'm having. I'm thinking maybe I could do my solar panel factory over there. That's right there. Maybe remake that with these fabricators. I don't know. I got to see how that works. I'll probably do some testing with that. But that's definitely in. The tanks, like I said, are in. All the engineering blocks are in. Add some really cool looking new blocks. Liquid detectors, the valves for the tanks, item IOs. some neat stuff, and all the new lamps are in. Damn, wisp. Ow. Go away. Where are you? Come here. Jeez, man. What'd I do to you? Good Lord. Eat that. Yeah, I've had, since I added those bees in, I think I'm getting more wisp activity than I've ever had. So again, I got to figure out how to, I think because there's not crystals around here, that it's draining from other nodes. And if it drains from other nodes, I think that causes flux. So I think I'm going to add a bunch of crystals around here and just see what happens. See what happens. See what if that cleans that up any. Because they are just not going to crap at me when I'm not paying attention. Was there any other changes? Any other changes? Sidecraft. I don't think there was anything else. Didn't see any reliquary changes. I was hoping he was going to put in that applied energetics or I think that's what it's called. He did a mod spotlight a while ago on that, and it was kind of like a logistics pipes and storage sort of thing, and that looked really cool. I was kind of hoping he was going to put that in. It seriously looks kind of in-game-ish storage because it's got some high-end items. Did a little landscaping to the village. Try to clean it up a little bit. You know, this, you'll see this looks a little different. I came in and cut it in half. This was kind of just a double. Both sides looked exactly the same. So I came in and lined the filler up and just turned it on and cut it completely in half, and then just kind of rebuilt it because it was the scale of the thing was too big, and it was kind of hiding the observatory back over there. And you know, that's not a monument to Minecraft building or anything, but I think it looks pretty cool for the village. And I wanted to be able to see it more without having to walk all the way over here around the corner, and so I got rid of that and just kind of added a rounded side. I was thinking about adding some hanging lights to each building, but I don't want to just turn them on. What I wanted to be able to do is hook them all to a light sensor and then have them come on, but I'm not really sure how to get that redstone. I don't think the redstone wire will stick to a fence. So that's something I'm going to mess with. Play with that a little bit. You can see the villagers are really spreading out. They get over most of the places now. You'll see them hanging out. They're doing pretty good. Enjoying that one. Go over to our other area. I started building over here because I was looking around for a unstable node, and I came across this little. This is one of those obsidian. I've cut it down, but it's one of those obsidian things with a pigman spawner and a chest, and right there, if you don't know what an unstable node looks like, that is an unstable node. If you kind of see that galaxy kind of swirly effect in there, that's your unstable node, and that's what you need for the flux bee. Get rid of that before I teleport myself again. So I came over here, placed my bees right there, and I believe the second go around I had a pure. I only got one drone out of the first shot, and the second one gave me a pure, and then I had to fight it from there. I lost the Fluxify node effect somewhere in the breeding. Not that I really care, because I don't want to add any more flux to my node. But as I was waiting, I was just kind of wandering around looking, and I thought this area really looked nice. So there's no villagers left over here. They're all gone. Oh, that's a pure node right there, by the way. It's actually a nice size pure node, and that's just a natural pure node. And a pure node, once it gets flux, will actually clean itself. So that's cool. But anyways, this area looked really nice. There's actually, on the other side of this kind of ridge line right there, there's a really nice deep ravine. I think there's something we could do with that. So I messed around a little bit, doing those 2 generations of bees, and built a little hut just to see if it would kind of blend in. And I cleared out some more trees and made a bigger hut, and kind of going for that Asian look. And then I built this kind of elevated platform island thing here, and so it's just something I'm starting to play with a little off and on. Is working on maybe a little, mountain-esque Japanese semi-Asian style building. And here's that large ravine right here, so I can definitely see maybe building up over here, maybe adding some suspension bridge over that. That'd be a good way for our villagers to kill themselves. They're really good at that. They can find pretty much every and any way to kill themselves. There's a lot of opportunities for landscaping, nice roads, that sort of thing. Oh, you lucky shungun. So that's just very early on, just trying to get a concept of what I want to do for over here. Right now, what I'm just tearing this place down little bit by little bit using the materials from it. There's not a lot over here, and there's no villagers left when I came over, which is weird because I've never loaded it in, but a lot of the doors are missing, and it's not too far from the farm. The farm is, I think, off in that direction, but it's far enough away that this should not have loaded by itself, so not sure what killed all the villagers, but like I said, all the doors were gone, and none of them are here. Maybe the node, I don't know what killed them, but wasn't me. I didn't do it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And that's all that's real new. I have been running the... oh, that's nice. Did I just destroy my book? Yeah, I did. That's why we got to back up. Portal gun and remote. So we'll do it the hard way. Up here, shoot a portal. Dink. Ta-da! And we're home. Of course, I will have to make another book. Yeah, that's nice little feature right there. I can always come back and save myself. Oh, yeah, yep. UU matter. I've actually got it turned off the cobblestone generator right now. This was actually full. I ran it long enough to get this completely full, and then I ran it. It probably ran a full day, and filled this chest up pretty much. So you can see we went from 25 to 65. Yeah, I think it was 25. I think it was at 25 when I started. So just that little, bump of that chest gave us, 40 stacks of UU matter. So we definitely have more than enough right now to rebuild all the suits that I've got, in case I do something really, really stupid. Now, I really try, when I'm not wearing my Graviton suit, to, so what are we, 69 now? 69. Wrong. You'll see it's in this chest right here. I always try to leave it in there, just in case if I do die because I'm not wearing it, I don't have to remake it at least. Just the regular quantum suit stuff is hard enough to make. I do not want to have to remake the graviton suit. That thing is a pain in the butt because you got to make all these items that don't stack, and I think every item should stack. Every item in the game should stack. I don't care if it's full, empty, or otherwise. It should just stack, because it just makes it like if you got to make 6 or 7 of those and mainly it's IC2 components, which is weird, and it requires so many of them. The coolant cells, especially, they don't stack. And then when you're trying to make something, you got to keep going back and forth. Or, I generally will set, like I have a project table set up over here just for like coolant cells. This one is overclockers, but like just the 10K, the 60, or 10, 30, and 60. But that with limited space, that means I can only do like 3 at a time, and then I've got to do or make those and then reload and do it again, and that's a pain in the tuchus. Now, of course, with the those new Thaumcraft tables, it's possible to set it up in a chain. So what you could do is do one that makes 10K, make the next one that makes 30K, and then make a third one that does the 60K, and then put your chest here, and this one would draw from the chest, this one would draw from that one, and then this one would draw from that one, and then you could I still think you have to pipe it out, so you could wooden pipe gate it into another chest. So you could set up a real quick factory to make those now, which was nice. I wish that had been around when I was making mine, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You can only do what you can do. I think that's pretty much all that is going on that I've been messing around with. I spent a lot of time yesterday just on bees. A lot of my time was on bees. I did not record all of it. Doesn't matter anyways, because I just chucked all that recording, because I don't know what was wrong. Like if you were standing like right here, even if I was still, that was one great big blur. So I don't know what setting I changed. I put everything back to defaults and then reset all the settings. So I don't know what happened there. I am by no means a video expert. There is one thing I was watching today I was kind of interested in doing. I was watching Generic Bee's latest Feed the Beast video. If you haven't ever seen him, he's funny. He's one of the B team, him and B00 over there on the Minecraft server. He did a thing. A viewer sent him I guess a message on using Edenic bees to kind of make a experience farm, and he used about 25 Edenic queens and set up a 5x5 flooring. Really, I mean, he used the apiaries to do a 5x5 kind of floor right next to his enchanting room, and it was just kicking out experience. I knew the Explorer effect did that, but I never thought of using him in the way he did. And if you haven't seen his video, I'd go over there and look at his latest Feed the Beast video, and he kind of goes over at the end there on how to set it up and everything. And it's interesting enough. I was thinking about you doing something similar, but that would require me making 25 Edenic bees. I only have one right now, so that's something I would have to breed up. Yeah, see, another wisp. This one's harmless, though. I don't think it would attack me if I didn't attack him. Come on, be still. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, that one's a bad one. You gonna die before you get me. How's that feel? Yeah. Surprise attack! So I am definitely guessing that the bees are doing that. I can't think of any other reason that it's still at moderate and I'm getting all this wisp activity. It has to be from the Purified Node bees. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go make some crystal cluster. Well, actually, you know, I've got some. We'll just run over there together. Stop shutting y'all out of my life. Just take you with me. Alright, so we're going to go over here. I had a couple, or a few, not a couple. I think I'm going to make a couple more, because I don't think these generate a lot. Because those things sat there pretty much all day yesterday, and I didn't set these down, and after several hours, this thing had only gotten up to like 124. And the other node is eating a lot more than that. So I'm going to make a few more of these just to let me see. We need let's make two more. We need two of those, two of those, two of those, two of those, two of those. And if I remember the pattern, it's yellow, red, purple, blue, and green? Yes. Okay, and that gives us a crystal. And what did I just run out of? Permataccio. What is that? Eggs. I have one egg here. What else does that? That's the best one. Let me go run back to the hizzy. I know I have plenty of eggs, yeah. Okay. Up the hole. There we go. Let me see. This just gives 4, 8, 16. Do I have my goggles on? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. 4, 8, 16, 2. Sure, that is off. Yeah, if you have this coin of fortune and you're doing this, make sure you turn it off because it'll never make it to the cauldron. As soon as you throw it, it will it'll vanish. Okay. I don't want to use it like that. I want to use it. Put it away. There you go. Permataccio. Got 16. I'm going to do a couple more just to leave a little bit in there when I leave. I don't want to just leave it. So let's do another 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. What am I doing? There we go. Magic tallow. I got so much of that crap. Tons of magic tallow. Okay, put that away. That for the next time. Put that away. Come over here. Now we'll go ahead and get 2 more crystals. Did I not get 2? Did I not put 2 in there? 4, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm going crazy. So now let's go back over to the bee area. If you ever see me kind of run past there, I move those portals So it's still in my mind. I'm trying to run to the other portal. That's why I always seem like I run out and then have to turn around. Oh, wow. Sorry if I cut that off suddenly. It looks like I am way over time. It's going to be a pain in the butt to render. I may have to cut some stuff out. But I'm going to leave these 5 crystals here and see if that helps any or causes even more problems with these bees. And we'll check back in on them on next episode and see what the results are. Thanks for coming and see y'all later.